Next up, we got reading defenses post snap. So I'm going to kind of teach you guys in this one, what to kind of look for post snap in terms of reading the defense. So again, look here at the nickel 55 wide. So we got cover 3 buzz and we got 3 Samuel blitz. So there are even stock plays where cover 3 is going to show too high, and as we talked about in the previous video, again, the general rule of thumb is it's a single high for cover 3, but there are some even stock plays where cover 3 is going to keep too high. So let's come out on the cover 3 buzz so you know what I mean. So you see here, we come out on the cover 3 buzz and it's going to show too high, and this might give the illusion that it's a cover 2 or cover 4, but again, this is one of those few plays, cover 3 plays, where it comes out with too high. So that's why it's going to be critical to also read the defense post snap. So, and what I recommend is reading 1/2 of the field. So you don't want your eyes when you snap the ball to be all over the field. You're gonna, if you get blitzed, you're just gonna get sacked because you're just trying to look at way too much. So, like I always tell people, try to focus. Start off focusing on 1/2 of the field, and again, if the receivers on that 1/2 of the field aren't open, then you can kind of glance over to other parts of the field. But always start with just 1/2 of the field. And first thing you want to do when you snap the ball is either kind of identify the user, because he's going to be the best player on the field, or you want to be looking at just a really quick glance at the cornerback and the safety. Again, a super quick glance, and then you want to be going through your progressions. So again, here, say kind of pick a side that you want to start off on. So again, say I kind of want to start off on the tight end side here. I feel like this route concept will get open, so focus on that 1/2 of the field first, and again, quick glance at the cornerback and the safety. And what I saw is that safety kind of shot towards the middle of the field, telling me that it was an inside third, and I saw the outside cornerback drop back into a deep zone, or like an outside third. So that right there kind of told me that it was cover 3. Again, cover 2 obviously is going to have the outside clouds and then the 2 deep halves, whereas cover 3 it's going to have, again, the inside third and the outside third. So and when we get into more the purpose of or understanding each base coverage on defense, or the roles of each zone, this will probably make a bit more sense. But again, this is just to kind of show you guys the importance of reading the defense post snap, because again, the pre-snap read can be a little tricky sometimes. So again, that's why you want to be able to read the defense post snap as well. And reading the defense's post snap is also important because it gives us intel for that next play. So you want to be collecting, when you're in offense, collecting information every single play about the defense. So if you see post snap that this guy is running cover 3, then you might want to start thinking of going back and saying, okay man, what are my cover 3 beaters? This guy is running cover 3 on me. So that's always the first step on offense, is when you snap the ball, is identifying the coverage, because if you don't even know what the coverage is, it's going to be really hard to attack the coverage consistently. So again, that's why it's important. Identify the coverage first, and then you can kind of determine what play calls you want to be calling. So again, here's I didn't mean to snap that. Well, I'll give you guys a different kind of look here on defense pre-snap. So again, I knew post-snap on the last time that was, again, cover 3, because again, cover 3 has that inside third shooting towards the middle, and it also has an outside third. I saw post-snap last time. It kind of, you could roll out cover 3 or cover 4, because cover 4, the guy kind of drops straight back, whereas again, cover 3, the inside third is shooting towards the middle of the field. And also, I obviously knew it wasn't cover 2 because this outside cornerback was dropping into a deep blue, not a cloud. So again here, focus on that. Focus on that right half of the field. Again, we drop back at the snap, and I can see that it's a. I could see that it was cover 2 because the safety really gave it away here. So, you know, again, quick glance. It's a quick glance. The safety kind of gave it away here because he was kind of drifting towards the right outside. And also this outside cornerback as well. Again, it was kind of a little bit of a tough read between cover 2 and cover 4. Because both of these guys were dropping back far, but you could kind of see at the end that it was a cover 2 shell because this cloud was like dropping down, and a cover 4 deep blue is not going to drop down. Again, the cloud's responsibility is to kind of, you know, stay, you know, on the sidelines, you know, play like corner outs and stuff like that. So, and again, a cloud's going to drop down on these routes, whereas, you know, a deep blue's not. On 1.5 the field, you can kind of read cover 3 here because, again, you see that the outside corner, he's dropping back into a deep zone. So that rules out the possibility of man coverage or cover 2. So the only other possibilities from reading this outside corner is cover 3 or cover 4. And we know this is not cover 4 post snap because, again, the safety is dropping into a flat zone, and in cover 4 the safety is going to drop back into a inside quarter. So we know that it is cover 3 here, and we know that from reading 1/2 of the field. Now they might be doing something a little bit different on the other half of the field, and you know, you might not know that if you're only starting on 1/2 of the field on every play. So again, for one particular play, start on just 1/2 of the field. But what I'm saying is, okay, next play, you know, you can say that, okay, you know, play before, I started looking on the right half of the field first. Next play, you can start looking on the left half of the field first, especially near the start of the game, just so you can kind of get a feel for, you know, what they're doing on defense and kind of complete that puzzle. Because again, if you're consistently only calling plays and looking at 1/2 of the field, you're only going to get half of the puzzle. You know, you're only going to know half the story. So you want to be mixing up your play calls to where you're starting on. Sometimes you're starting on the left half of the field. Sometimes you're starting on the right half of the field. Sometimes even attacking over the middle of the field, so you can see, you know, what the safeties are doing. So. And what we saw in the first play is, again, we read cover 3. So next play, especially again near the start of the game, we might want to start on this left half so we can, again, complete that puzzle. And again, we'll see the same story on the other half of the field. Whereas, again, this outside corner, he's dropping back. Again, he's dropping back into like a deep blue, and this is where we'll see that the safety is rotating towards the middle of the field. So this will kind of confirm that this is a cover 3, because again, remember, only in cover 3 is the free safety going to be rotating towards the middle of the field. So, and again, always remember, post snap, read that quick glance at the cornerback and the safety. Though that's what's going to tell the story. So, and again, we see the outside third on the outside corner dropping back, or just, you can just see it as a deep zone. So we see a deep zone on the left outside corner again, and then we quickly glance at the safety. We see him rotating towards the middle of the field. So again, this is going to kind of tell us that it's cover 3, especially on this particular half. But again, a lot of people will repeat their defense over and over. So again, this will be great information going forward, because then you can kind of design plays once you identify the coverage and say, okay, he's running a lot of cover 3, and then I can go to my cover 3 beaters, which we will get to in these upcoming videos, on more so on how to attack these basic coverages.
If you appreciate our content and all the work we do to bring you guys the latest news, tips, and gameplay from your favorite sports games, drop a like, subscribe to SGO today. If you want to take your game to the next level, then join SGO Insider.